Howdy folks, this is Tadpole Smitty. I'm back in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Tonight I want to talk to you about EBO, the continuing saga of EBO. I was up there a couple of weeks ago and had my 500 watt hub cadence system installed. I've been riding it about 50-60 miles on it already. It's been doing great. Tonight, on tonight's show, I want to talk to you about why I think you should buy from EBO. And Jason, the owner, is going to spend some time showing you and telling you why you should buy from EBO. So with nothing better to do, discontinue our saga in the southwest deserts of New Mexico, talking about my new hub drive system. Let's get started. So you were telling me, what I noticed about your system and rotator over here, that your controller is built into the battery rack.
Yeah, so I was going to kind of show you an example. So this is a non-integrated controller system. Okay. And this would be a integrated controller system.
So this is the older style. Now it looks like this.
Yeah, so basically we took this controller and put it inside the battery bracket. And the advantage you could put inside the battery bracket is it reduces this extra piece, and if something ever does go wrong, it doesn't matter what e-bike brand you're looking at, if something will go wrong, most likely it's going to be controller at some point. So if it's integrated into the motor, which a lot of systems are, your whole motor's bad. If it's integrated actually into the battery, then your battery's bad. But if it's integrated just to the bracket, it's an easy fix and it's very inexpensive.
So how do you help me troubleshoot if I have a problem?
Well, your display will pop up a problem.
Okay.
So there's all sorts of errors that will pop up. So let's say you were traveling and your wire connection on your motor got disconnected or pulled apart a little bit. It'll give you a motor sensor fault. So that means something's going on with the motor, and if you problem solve it yourself, you look back and see it's unplugged. Say your throttle is got dirt in it and it's shoved down, and you turn your system on, it'll say throttle error. That means your throttle's sticking, so it won't allow it to turn on, the throttle sticking. So all sorts of different things will pop up on the system if something's wrong.
That's pretty neat. I like how you took this and made it into this. Now this has a little bit of heat sink on it. How do you keep this from overheating?
Heat sink on the bottom.
Because my viewers will ask. This is the old system. No heat sink. This turns into this and your heat sink's underneath. Do you have any problem with these overheating or anything? Nope. It's been working out good. Yeah. That's cool.
These have been on the market. We've had these running for over 2 years now. We've had this one on the market. We're at end of year 3 with this style, so they've been a lot more efficient. We just replace this whole thing.
But if there's a failure in here, you just send me this.
Yeah. So the batch test for just quick test as things are coming in, we'll do torque tests, make sure the torque's where they're supposed to be, and we'll do a quick RPM test on the motors as they come in.
So you verify it's working the specifications?
Yeah.
When you say batch, you're doing a random sample on each batch that comes in?
Yeah, so where the batches come in, the random samples, the things that we want to check are torque and RPMs. Just verify those are in the right place. And then when the order comes in, the motor gets pulled off the shelf and all the parts get pulled off the shelf, and then we do the full quality check on them.
So everything gets all tested, then?
Yeah, everything gets 100% tested eventually. But batch tests as they come in, we'll do torque.
So incoming is you do a batch just to get it in here, make sure you want to sign for the receipt, and then you fully test everything before it goes out to the customer.
Right.
Awesome.
Cool. I know why I came to you, because you're north of me by 5 hours.
Yeah.
You're an American in America, which I like, American built. I've looked at other companies off Amazon. I've looked at folks from Canada, and I've looked at Promovic from Denmark. All great stuff, I'm sure. But the reason I came to you is because you're local. So what would you say to my viewers of what makes you different from the rest out there?
Quite a few things. Number one is you can actually walk into our location and talk to us. We answer the phone, we answer emails, we have support. So we have hundreds of bike shops that we deal with. So no matter where you're at in the country, you wreck your bike and something happens, you break display, you can walk into a bike shop and get parts. Or if you buy something off Amazon, you may not have support. Amazon's not going to, you can't call Amazon and get someone there to help you. And chances are there's nobody even call. So that's one of the major advantages I see. And then we're doing things right. We're getting UL certified on our batteries. Well, they are UL certified. All of our batteries going out the door. And like yourself, you're here right now. You could actually walk in here and talk to us.
Right. And what I liked, Nick, your rock star over there, he took me and showed me the displays hooked up and showed me how they work. And I picked which one I like. So I like that because I've got cataracts and I can't see as well. And he said, well, I like the little one. And I said, well, let me see both. And he went back and forth for me. He showed me, which is customer-based preview of what you're buying. So I like that custom that you do. You're going to let me ride the cadence base versus the torque on these two trikes over here. I'm going to get the feel for these two trikes. You can't do that on Amazon or over the internet, right?
No, we have quite a few bike shops that stock our equipment, so you can actually walk into a bike shop and actually try it out, where some of the stuff you buy online you might not be able to try out.
So walk me through this one. This is a 500 watt?
500 watt, and this one's a torque based.
Torque based, meaning you have one of your...
cadence based.
Cadence based?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay, so it's like mine then.
Yep, so it's cadence sensor right there.
Okay, there's your magnetic pickups that took the place of the original cat trike idler. And you put your pickup and your magnets right there. It's just like mine. It's got a 10-speed on the back, right?
Yep.
And it's retaining the 30-speed, which I did. I changed mine.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages with the cadence-based system is you can retain all your gearing, which is a big advantage for people. If you have a disability where you have a weak leg or an issue where you can't push that torque to get the system to activate properly, cadence works out for that. Or if you just don't want to, having to pedal like a real bike where you have to put a lot of force all the time. Cadence based we see a lot with adaptive world and people that just sort of want to go out and have fun on a ride on a trail.
Right.
Torque based is going to feel a little more natural, and that's what this guy is here.
This is torque based over here with the 500 watt as well.
Yes.
Hub drive, but it has your torque. You put your torque sensor in here, and you drill a hole, and the wire comes out here, right?
Correct. Now this is going to give you a little more natural feel, and it activates more force you put on your pedals, the more force the motor will give you. Now, one of the things with this system that is something that I like is when you're riding with a group of friends, where the cadence-based system will kind of run off without you. And if you're trying to sit and talk to somebody on a ride, your bike's taking off and they're non-electric, they're falling behind. Torque-based system, as you put less force on those pedals, it doesn't take off without you. So you can ride beside somebody, kind of talk to them and hang out and enjoy your ride. And when you want the power, you just push a little harder on the pedal and it starts getting more power.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've never ridden a torque-based sensor, but I also noticed it drops the 30 speed and goes down to a 10 speed, right? So you went to a single ring on the front?
Yeah, so it has 11 in the back and it has a 44 tooth in the front.
Oh, okay, so it's 11 speed on the back. Mm-hmm. So you up the gearing on the back?
The max actually comes with 11 speed.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. With e-assist, 11's fine, right?
Yeah. Basically, the combination of 11 tooth and a 44 tooth, what it's going to give you is 28 miles an hour in speed, and the system will outrun you. Now, if you go down to a smaller crank in the front, if you go down to like say a 38 tooth, the system can run away without you a little bit. It'll go faster than you can pedal.
My Tater Trek Charge has a 52 tooth front ring and a 8 speed on the back, and I maxed out 18 miles an hour on that. So this pocket it's geared a little lower than that. So
You said it was a 52 tooth is what it is calculated to?
no, the Sam Patterson's a 28 tooth and 60% overdrive's 48
Okay.
or 45, something like
So
that.
that's that'll be perfect
Yeah.
combination, because the freewheel in there is going to be 11 tooth in the back. So
Cool.
you'll be able to pedal faster than the system can go.
Well, before I go home, I'm going to test ride these and see how they both feel. And on the battery rack. And who do you guys, TerraCycle?
T-Cycle, yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff.
They
don't
do. We like their battery racks a lot. They fit
Everybody likes
just
their
about
stuff.
anything.
They've
Yeah.
got a few of their things, but
I noticed, yeah, you have this bar up here. It's
Yeah.
nice. They do make the nicest stuff.
yeah. Jason, typically, how long does it take to do a conversion?
It depends on the person. If it's one of our skilled guys, an hour. And as long as they're not answering the phone, making invoices,
talking to an
shipping,
interviewer.
talking to an interviewer, a lot of things can change that. But I think about all of us, about 1 hour, we can do a full install on a cat trike.
Test ride and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I've been asking a lot of questions, so I have slowed them down. Please excuse them. Don't put the time clock on them. So, tell me why we should think about buying my system from you, like I did. Why should I come to you?
I actually wrote these down because I knew this question was coming. Kind of go through some of the things. Kind of one of the things we talk about is, like, first off, we're a U.S.-based company, so there's support, and we have over 100 bike shops across the country that you can contact if you have a problem, need something replaced because you just got broken on a bike ride. And when it comes to support for bike shops, if they don't have stuff in stock, we can look over here. We can see we have shelves just stacked full of parts. So,
Oh yeah, you've got everything kitted.
so if you break a display, we have displays. If you need a new charger, there's new chargers. Wiring harness gets busted. We have all the different lengths. We have dozens of lengths of wiring harnesses, pedal assist, different styles of those. Brakes, you need replacement brakes. We can get those out pretty quickly to a shop. So that's one thing. Then when it comes to our batteries use LG cells. They are UL certified. We get them tested. The cells tested. When the pack gets built, it gets tested and UL certified, and then we test it again here before it goes out to you. So we do a 100% quality check on everything. All of our systems get placed on testing stations before they go out to you, and everything's hooked up, verified. And when it comes to trikes specifically, there's not kits out there. You just go online and buy a kit. It's not going to have wiring that's quite right. So when it comes to trikes, they're not a standard bike, so we have all sorts of different lengths for trikes. So it's a tandem trike, or if it's just an individual trike, we got different extensions that you may need, which you might not be able to get from another supplier. We've been in business since 2014. We do cadence and torque-based systems, direct drive systems, geared systems, mid-drive systems. So about anything that you're kind of looking for, we can supply for your need. We do a lot in the adaptive world. So if you have a disability or something that you need something customized out for you, it's something we can help the bike shop that you're working with and give them the correct parts to make sure the bike will actually work for you.
Oh, good.
A couple other things. I think I mentioned we have lots of bike shops around the country for support. All of our parts have 1-year warranty, and you can actually walk in our shop and see us and ask us questions, and we actually answer the phone and email. So if you call here, it's not just an administration person that's answering the phone.
It's a certified tech.
It's a certified
One of you
tech.
3 guys that have been doing this.
Yeah, there's 4 of us here right now currently. So one of us will answer the phone and we'll actually answer your question, not have to get back to you.
And what else do you have down the way here?
Right now we're pretty low stock because it's winter time, but this shelf here is all 20-inch 350s. And
Oh, okay, so you pre-build them.
yeah.
This is a 350 watt? Tiny bit, that's a tiny wheel.
Yeah. These are rims that just came in that we're getting ready to start building wheels with. These are spokes.
And the booms for...
Now we got cat trike booms that we pre-modify for people.
Okay, you got the torque-based sensor in here.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-drilled and...
Yep.
Okay, cool.
These are all torque-based systems that just came in. So these are the bottom brackets, chain rings, and the cranks. So,
and these are 26-inch?
these here are all 700C. So
Oh,
basically this shelf, when spring hits, this will all be 700s, all 26s, all 20s, all black on this side. We tend to sell like 90% of our system going out the door are black. We do have silver, so the last shelf here becomes just silver. And then all this shelf here is all fronts. Black motors here on these two shelves get filled. And we pre-build them and get them ready. And as the orders come in, we pull them and do all the testing on all of them.
And these are your Nike... Nike? Nick bikes that you build?
Yep.
And then you have battery racks over here built into back racks?
Yeah, we don't sell as many of these anymore. So all of the top shelves all for rack batteries.
Okay.
We are certifying them, and we still will carry them if customers need them. But it's such, everybody pretty much, especially on trike world, they want to keep that center of gravity low. No one wants that weight up high on back of their bike. So basically all of our DP batteries, which is UL certified batteries, they are probably sell 99% of our batteries are those.
Okay. It's a pretty good, impressive list of why I should buy here.
Yeah, they hit everything, but I think I got most of it.
I think it's pretty good. I like the shop. It's clean. What I like is I'm an old street rod builder. We always go in the shop and shoot the bull and talk trikes and our passion, right? And you're open to that, and that's what I like. Some bike shops are like that, but I doubt it. I haven't seen the welcomeness that you've shown and the take time to explain. And you know, helping me decide what I want, and I'm really enjoying this upgrade to my, you know, this is going to be epic trike rides for me. This little trike's going to take me to places that people have never gone before.
Well, the system you have right now, what's kind of neat about it is we've done the system on a lot of different bikes lately. We have a guy that has rode all the races across, you know, all the passes in Colorado and even down in New Mexico. And old Army veteran, only has one leg. So he's doing mountain passes, one leg on a cat trike Dumont, and he's done, last year I think he did 13 races.
So you help disabled people like myself. I don't like to say disabled, Jason. I like to say physically challenged. So you have a physically challenged veteran that is, it's this cat trike that you're talking about that you helped them build is highly adaptive for him.
Yeah, we went with a cadence-based system because one of the things we see with at the time we didn't have our new torque-based system, but what we see with our old torque-based system is as you're pedaling, you get a little bit of a almost like, you know, as that one leg would pedal, he'd get a little bit of force and it would stop. And then he'd get like a pulsation on every pedal stroke. And he saw that with a lot of other mid-drive systems he's on.
Mine is a bad hip, and I'm a heart attack survivor, but it's a bad hip that locks me up. When I get sore, I have to kind of back off, and that's why I like a hub drive with a throttle. I need to get home. And also, if you drop a chain, you can still throttle home.
Yeah, and I think with your situation, I think cadence makes the most sense, because if it does lock up and you still are able to move it, that system is going to recognize motion still. And if it's really bad, then you can obviously go to the throttle.
Alrighty folks, this wraps up this show. Be sure to watch more about EBO. I went with the cadence-based system because that's what I'm used to. Another reason I went with a cadence-based system
is if you go with a torque-based system with a hub drive, it limits you to the single chainring on the front. It's just the way the system's designed. And that's not a big deal, except I put the Patterson 2-speed transmission on the front of my trike, which I wouldn't have been able to have the torque-based system. It's just the way it's designed. The torque-based system responds to the amount of pressure you put on the pedals, and when you back off, it slows down. Cadence is, if you're moving the wheel, it's going to give you whatever level of power or assist you're in. It's going to give you that full level. So it doesn't respond to how hard you're pedaling or how easy you're pedaling or vice versa. I don't have a problem with cadence-based system. I've cut my teeth on it. I'm used to it. I like it. Although I will say I can see the benefit of a torque-based system. They both have throttles. The other benefit of the torque-based system is you're allowed to get lights on them, wired into your controller and your battery, so you can power up your lights from the system on the torque only. Cadence-based system, Jason's working on that at EBO, and once he's ready, he'll release it to me and anybody else that's bought one of his systems, even from the past. They're supposedly going to retrofit into older systems. So if you have an old cadence-based system, in the future you'll probably be able to get lights. It'll require probably an upgrade to your controller to handle the heat load of the lights, tail light and the headlights. So that's good. Be sure to watch the future shows. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Until next time, folks, happy rides.